Hello everyone, welcome to Res Snapper. My name's MJ, and today we're going on a journey in the Fantasticar. It would seem, anyway guys, because it is the start of a brand new season in Marvel Snap, the Fantastic Four First Step season. And it looks like we're getting a new card in the Premium Season Pass. We'll talk about if that's a good thing or a bad thing momentarily, but let me at least tell you that this is a 4/7. Activate, give your end of turn cards +2 power. In this video we're going to be talking about star ratings. I'll tell you ultimately if you should get the card. It's going to be very fun. You can use the chapters below to skip to the section that you want to, but true legend, say it with me, true legends stay till the end. Great catchphrase. Really fantastic stuff. Worth a like, I'd say, if not a subscribe as well. Anyway, right, yeah, so in my country, the United Kingdom of England, no, I do. I live in the UK. I live somewhere called Aylesbury, if you're interested. My address is 45 Kirkfunga Street in Gloucestershire. Doesn't exist. I didn't give you my real address. I think I'd be stupid to give you that. No offense to you, but someone out there would probably. I mean, I have been targeted, but I've actually got a video on my comedy channel. I think this is the first time I've ever mentioned that I've got a comedy channel, because you do not want to see some of the stuff on there, let me tell you. But I did once receive a troll comment from someone calling me a paedophile. I think they called me a paedophile and something else. So I went on their channel, and they had an unboxing of a knife, and their address was on the box. So I sent a letter to their parents. I already had to restart this video once because I went off track, and this is what is happening. I don't even know what I was going to say. Right, now I remember. Yeah, so in this country it's £10 extra. It's double the price of the standard season pass. Listen, I'm not sure if it's worth it, guys. I don't know. I mean, part of me wants to protest against the aggressive monetization in this game and not get this. I'm certainly not planning to get this, basically. My hope and expectation is that it will come to seasonal Series 4 snap packs the month after. That is my presumption, but we don't know yet. Yeah, I mean, I reserve the right to change my mind. I think this looks like a really cool card. Spoilers for this video. So yeah, I reserve the right to change my mind, but ultimately, yeah, I don't know. Just more aggressive monetization anyway. Yeah, please do subscribe if you are new. That would be bloody well appreciated. Let's talk about the mechanics of the card though. So, I think the number of archetypes that this is going to fit into is kind of somewhat limited at the moment. We've got, of course, it is literally tying the end of turn archetype together. So, end of turn archetype is now a thing, because this not thing. We're not doing that again. I'm literally, anytime I say thing in this video from now on, I will not say anything or make any kind of reference other than potentially an interesting facial expression. Like, anyway, I think it'll also fit in the Fantastic Four archetype. Again, this is an archetype that is being birthed, that is being born this season in the Fantastic Four First Step season. And the Fantastic Four archetype, the way I see it, is literally just about filling locations. So maybe Elsa works alongside the new Fantastic Four cards. But yeah, you'll see as we progress through the weeks this month and we discuss in depth the details about these Fantastic Four cards and their synergy with filling locations. And the half of them are end of turn cards as well anyway. So all this stuff kind of works in together. Hence why I made the end of turn archetype label blue. Yeah, sorry, that was just an insight into my design process or decision making. I quite like colour theory. Hi Claire. What's going on?
One of those things just fell off and gone in like a fucking one.
Yeah, we'll need to report that. That's just fallen off our house, is it?
Yes.
That's just fallen off our house. That's good. Hey, contact the landlord about that. Good. I don't think we needed that bit. Anyway, to be fair. So yeah.
I mean, we don't.
We don't need that bit. Yeah, Claire seems to know that we don't. I haven't even finished talking about the archetypes. High Evolutionary, you'll actually see that a lot of the High Evolutionary cards, this is basically the pool of cards where you'll find the biggest concentration of end of turn cards. We'll talk about that so in slightly more detail momentarily as well. And Zoo archetype. There's a couple of Zoo cards which have got end of turn, so it might work quite nicely in that. So there is only a small number of end of turn cards in the game. There is in fact so few that we'll look at all of them on screen in a minute. Cards with end of turn abilities generally don't synergize with each other, apart from a small selection of high evolutionary cards, and like I say, maybe like a couple of zoo cards. And a lot of the best synergies are cards that come out in future this season, i.e. the Fantastic Four cards themselves. So, the pros of Fantasticar. The base stats are solid. He's a 4/7. This is the premium stat line for a 4-cost card, which I think just at a base level, you're not upset about playing Fantasticar. But when you start thinking about the numbers and the output, you're like, oh, this is feeling a bit cheeky that this is a super premium pass card. Premium plus? I don't even know what it's called. The expensive one, right? If you build a deck around end of turn cards, you can reliably have about 6, which means this card's total cost and power output is 419. That seems really, really good. And it's difficult for your opponent to calculate and predict the additional power or output that you're going to achieve, because you could do things like dumping several end of turn cards on the final turn, surprising them. So yeah, and also like that, let's think about this, guys. Spectrum is doing a very similar thing to Fantasticar. Yeah, would we agree that? With a very similar stat line, i.e. the same stat line, 6/7. Is she a 6/7? Obviously, Fantasticar's a 4/7. But it costs 2 less. And cons. As an activate card, it can't be played on the final turn and activated yet. If you've seen my leaks video, you've seen that in future we might have a way to do that kind of thing, which could be very interesting. Anyway. Counters. The real only counter I see here is Shadow King. And then even then, he's only affecting one location, right? He's only removing your buffs from Fantasticar in one location. So how much is he do? How much can he really do? Other counters, I'm really not sure what else counters this card. It's an activate, but so like you'd kind of think maybe Red Guardian, but it's got 7 power. It's not going to be your lowest power card at that location. So yeah, very interesting one, guys. So I think the best synergies include Sunspot as a 1-cost card, and a card that you probably want to play alongside Fantasticar in high evolutionary type stuff. That's going to feel really nice. Hydra Bob. Hydra Bob kind of becomes like a 1/6 stat line, which is phenomenal. Adam Warlock could be really good because, to be honest, guys, Adam Warlock, you could just activate Fantasticar on turn 5 if you wanted. Give Adam Warlock and whichever other cards are at that location a little boost, and maybe get you an extra card draw. Maybe that you might find that more valuable than waiting the extra turn and potentially getting an extra buff or 2 with the remaining end of turn cards that you play, possibly. And Makari. And let's not forget, yeah, you might be surprised to hear, Makari is an end of turn card. It jumps out of your hand, and she's recently been nerfed as well. She was 4 power. I was quite surprised by this one, but apparently she was too strong at a 3/4, or kind of a 3/4. Well, Fantasticar makes her 5. She's kind of a free 5 power card. That seems really good. Here is a look on screen at all of the end of turn cards that we currently have in the game. So this does not include the new cards this season. In fact, it doesn't even include the season pass. It probably should have included Mr. Fantastic First Steps. But yeah, realistically, guys, I'm not updating the graphic now. But yeah, so we're getting more cards this season. But yeah, this is a look at them. As you can see, apart from the high evolutionary stuff, we're not exactly, which also the high evolutionary cards aren't on this list either. But some of these cards do work with high evolutionary. But yeah, apart from them, they don't really synergize together all that well, do they? So there's maybe fewer opportunities than we would like, but it will only increase in future. So let's talk about the decks that I have brewed. We've got Fantastic Zoo, and by the way, yeah, I don't think, is my budget deck last? No, I haven't got. I'm afraid I haven't got a budget deck this week, guys. I mean, if this card costs $20, I don't think you can truly say anything as a budget deck anyway. So anyway, Fantastic Zoo is the first one I've got for you here. This is a zoo deck using as many sensible end of turn cards that we can fit into zoo as possible, including Hydra, Bob and Sunspot, which we mentioned earlier. We have got the season pass card in here. We have also got Nakia in here. Nakia is kind of the flex spot in this. I like Nakia in this because we've got Moon Girl, so we're kind of and with the Black Swan as well, what we want to do is duplicate our cards. That might include the really key targets in this deck, like Hydra Bob and Sunspot, unless you want to get the Sunspot down early. But you definitely want to copy at least one of those two, because it gives you more buffs on the final turn with Fantasticar. And obviously you just want to surprise dump everything via Black Swan. But we have got other buff cards like America Chavez, Okoye, we have got that Nakia, and Fastos. So when you double the cards in your hand, or you duplicate your hand with Moon Girl, you're getting basically double bubble. You're doubling the buffs, so you're getting extra stuff. And then you activate Fantasticar at the end of the game for a pseudo sort of Spectrum style effect, and hopefully you've got Black Swan and you dump all your 1 costs. This just seems really strong to me. It really does, I have to say. And you can balance things out a little bit with Nightcrawler, or just stick in a different 1 cost. You know, it's a pretty flexible deck here, guys. But yeah, I don't know. It seems really good to me. Then the High Evolutionary deck I've brewed is, yeah, Sunspot, Misty Knight, Hydra Bob. I mean, the absolute concentration of end of turn cards in this deck is absolute insanity. We've got what, 6, 7, 8, 9? We've got 9 end of turn cards, so you're going to get a huge buff from the Fantasticar. You can straight up, because of Sunspot, actually to be fair, if you got Sunspot down, you could just full float on turn 5. Hopefully Mr. Fantastic might hit either your Hulk or your She-Hulk, so you can play both of them down on the final turn. But if not, you just make do with the madness, basically. Yeah, this seems good to me. I honestly think this actually looks like a really strong deck. Yeah, nice. The Makari allows you to skip turns, get your Cyclops juice in, get your Bruce Banner ticking, or your Misty Knight, or your Sunspot, all of those things, whilst you're still adding power to the board via Makari, which can then get the +2 at the end of the game. Oh, it's nice stuff, guys. It's nice stuff. I think this deck actually genuinely does look strong, and this is kind of the style of deck that makes me a bit annoyed that I'm not planning to get the premium season pass. I mean, at least, yeah, like I say, I reserve the right to change my mind. I'm a weak man. I want to protest against this monetization, but I just don't have the strength to do so. I'm sorry. How do you feel about that subject, guys? Let me know in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going. The final deck I've got for you, I've called Fireworks, because I think it's just kind of an explosive, low cost but high potential power deck. And it is actually surprisingly only modest. I think it's basically only got like what? Mr. Fantastic, Frigga and Prodigy, I think. Oh, has it got Bruce Banner actually? I've just miscalculated. This is a premium deck. Anyway, yes, so you've got lots of lower costed cards. Like the curve of this deck is very small. We've got Black Cat. Yes, she is an end of turn card, guys. So yeah, hopefully you just don't draw her in your opening hand. If you do, you just lose her. It's fine. You counterbalance the loss of value from her with Makari, so you're all good. And then basically you just want to essentially target one of your powerful scalers or powerful cheaper cards with Frigga and or Prodigy. Prodigy can become Athena, which is really nice. Even an Adam Warlock could be quite nice. A Sunspot could be particularly good. Bruce Banner, probably not even a bad one to hit with Prodigy. And then you focus, if you have got 2 Bruce Banners in one location because of Prodigy, you just focus your efforts in the other locations, obviously. You may need to just basically play Fantasticar and then just full float 2 turns with Sunspot. But yeah, or like, yeah, Havoc. Havoc is probably the one that you don't want to Frigga or Prodigy. I think anything else you play could be Frigga or Prodigy, apart from Black Cat, actually. That is one bad line. You can't play Black Cat on 2 into Frigga on 3, because that's stupid. And I say this as someone who accidentally did it one time. And yeah, obviously it got discarded, and I was like, oh, that was stupid. So yeah, don't do that. Just a reminder, guys, please do like the video, please do subscribe and turn on notifications. All of this stuff helps me, and I know there's a lot of you not subscribed still. What are you doing? Apart from breaking my heart. Yeah, please do consider it though, because yeah, you're having a good time, I'm having a good time, we're all having a good time. Anyway, star ratings. Yeah, I kind of hate to say it, I think this card is... you know what? I think this card is fantastic. I actually do think this card is really good. Yeah, to be honest, I think the power output is absolutely crazy. Even if you only play a couple of cards. It's still like a 4/11. Like, it's doing really good things, guys. So I think 4 stars overall. I think from a fun perspective, it's 3.5. I think it probably will. Bye. Love you. Have a nice day.
I'll leave this back door.
Okay, thank you. Lip gloss. I think for the archetype, I mean, I've given it 4 stars. Technically, it should be 6. I might, depending on what the number you're seeing on screen is, I might change this. In fact, it is a 6. It is 6. I've changed that in post-production. I changed this slide from 4 to 6. It's creating the end of turn archetype. So yeah, it's incredible in it, I think. So yeah, and from a competitive standpoint, 3.5. I think it'll just bring back High Evolutionary. It almost should have 4 stars. Fantastic 4 stars. Anyway, but ultimately I am kind of. This is hypocritical, isn't it? If I'm saying pass because it's a £20 card or whatever, but if you want to spend that, do it. You know, and also I'm being hypocritical if I'm eventually going to get this anyway, which I can see myself giving in. Like, I've talked all throughout this video about how much I love the card. Just that is just compounding in my mind how much I love it. I don't have the strength, so I'm hypocritical. I'm stupid, man, horrible, hypocritical, evil, very, very shameful. Yeah, I could see myself getting this. I think it's. But oh yeah, so I don't know. It's down to you. It's down to you guys. I think it's a great card. It's whether you can justify the £20 or $20 or whatever it is, whatever it may be, and you want to send that message to them that this is okay, that this level of aggressive monetization is okay. I would prefer, like, that they monetize. Like, I just think there's different ways to monetize the game, man. You probably would have seen my recent rant videos, but stuff like making character mastery better, I think that would just inherently improving that, then just persuades all of your users to engage more with bundles and stuff. Like, there's recent bundles that I've skipped because I just don't like character mastery, and that what I would use the credits for just isn't giving me the value of. Feel like I'm not getting value from it. So I don't know. It's a difficult one. It's a very difficult one. Difficult conversations. I don't know. I like the card. I don't like the monetization. I guess it's as simple as that. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, let's continue the conversation below, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.